My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Center Hill Road, Acre, Mississippi, 38841. I am under attack. People are driving worms through me from a remote location. I can also hear their voices. They're very hostile, demeaning. They're threatening me and my family. They torture us. They're trying to pass a narrative in which says I'm a bad person that allows them to do this. They're trying to get away with murder and torture, mutilation. They are premeditating me and my family's death. Somehow they have installed technology in my brain which allows me to hear them and see them. This has been going on for the last 13 years. They installed it 13 years ago. I used to be a political activist on Facebook. I participated in politics a lot. We debated politics, policy, religion. Someone decided to install devices in my brain. Then the government came and assimilated me into a hive mind. They claimed to be the government. Most of them were hostile, extremely demeaning, threatening me. I started yelling at them. Well, they shut the device off or they modified it or something. But it became apparent that the public was invading my privacy, that they could read my mind. So I'm an author, creative. I write literature. I wrote Crazy Bird Comics. I wrote the Environmental Creation Agency. I wrote Divine Currency, Alien Bob, Bug Bob, Biology Bob, several others. Says, we're getting rich off your story, eh? They're trying to pass off some kind of martyrdom narrative, which they torture me to death, steal my intellectual property, and save the planet, because that's what I write about, trying to save the planet. And it does. I've been assaulted greatly today. They've assaulted my frontal lobe, right above my thalamus. They've assaulted my stomach, and they ran worms into my brainstem, right below my cerebellum. This technology that they're utilizing, it interfaces with their neurology. It artificially stimulates neural tissue. It appears that it elevates their neurochemistry, and I suspect they're abusing substances. They're always high strung. They have symptoms conducive of someone with elevated dopamine levels, psychosis, delusions, irritability, jealousy, greed, pettiness, machoism. They keep saying that they've manufactured evidence or made this footage that they gained look like some kind of criminal story. The only thing that I'm guilty of is petty drug use. I've had to seek medical help over this issue for the last 13 years. I've had psychologists. I've been on psych meds, multiple medications for the last 13 years. They've done this to my family, to my coworkers, my neighbors, my community. And it's gotten worse over time. Continues to get worse and worse and worse. These videos change their behavior. When I'm not making a video, They assault me constantly. And then they rub it in my face how they're going to get away with it. And then when I do say something, you're breaking the law. Get away from me. This is home invasion. You're breaking the law. Illegal human experiment. Assault with a deadly weapon. Every time I say something like that, they victim shame me. They say it's my fault somehow. These people have psychological issues. This technology that they're utilizing causes psychological issues, especially elevating their neurochemistry and artificially stimulating neural tissue. This technology links everyone's brains to a machine. It interfaces with our neurology, and it links us to a machine. They interface this technology over our entire nervous system, our brain and our nervous system. This appears to be Scientology. They like to show us aliens in my inner screen. So I flew with the Nunakais. That's what they show people at first. Well, these people have communicated with me outside of this tech. They have communicated with me in person throughout my life. Media companies, radio DJs, marketing companies, internet companies, tech companies, big businesses, politicians, the government, CIA, FBI, the military. You seem to be doing pretty good right now. They have my neurology and my central nervous system artificially stimulated. I have gaps in my nervous system. Like I believe there's a gap in between where my systems function. They can do that. They can keep your heart going even though your nervous system is severed. They can literally, they have severed my spinal column in several places. They contaminate my food and water source with food and chemicals. I guess nanotech. I know how they do it, but they say they'll kill me if I tell you. My animals are suffering. My dad is very sick. I am very sick. They have assaulted my sexual organs and my brain and my lungs and my heart and my digestion. They can see how my biology functions. Either with this technology or the worms. The worms can see and they can see what the worms see. See, this can be explained with third dimensional tech. I can't wait. Get away from me, you're breaking the law. That's a lie, you're breaking the law. See, this started 13 years ago, I'm off the hook. You're breaking the law. I don't care what happened, you are breaking the law. You can't make me see yourself or make me hear your voice inside of my own home. I'm sitting in my bedroom on my bed. It says if they won't come get you, so it's their fault. I've contacted the local police. I've contacted the FBI. I've contacted the CIA and the military and doctors. They'll do it going down the road too. I don't have any money. I don't have a vehicle. The only way that I can avoid most of this is if I carry my dogs down the road. Last time I did it, they assaulted us greatly. They don't want me to leave. They want to keep me here at this house. Every time I leave, they assault me greatly and harass me. So kill your dogs, you did. Let's go look at my animals. okay, Coco? She is bad sick. She says, don't go in there. There's worms on my bed. They contaminated my bed with worms. Because I lay there and get worms all over me. They want them to crawl on your skin. I sprayed it down with bug spray and bleach the other day. I guess I gotta burn my mattresses. I used to sleep in my bed every night, but they won't let me. They assault me back here greatly. So I have to sleep on the couch. It's my shower. They assault me in here greatly too. I guess the water makes the worms easier to move. So every time I take a shower, I get out, I've been dizzy. I almost died in here the other day. I got out, I could barely walk. My head was swinging, my vision was blurry. Last time I took a bath. So they won't let me bathe. When I do, I gotta jump in the shower real quick and wash off and jump out. And then they say you're spreading vortex. These videos alter their behavior greatly. They quit trying to pass a narrative. They realize that the truth is being revealed. They're going to try to come up with some excuse after this. It's a torture fest, Chris. They are addicted to mutilation. It's torture. Making people see shit. You did not accept their advances the first time they installed this tech. It was the civilian side that first installed some of this technology. Then the government came and installed it. Well, the government was harassment. Some of them were. It's not the government, Chris. It's humans. They make everybody see shit. Yes, the government is involved. He calls himself a government official, but this is a government work. You can't make people see shit, hear your voice. That is a psychological illness. I've spent most of my money the last 13 years trying to solve this problem, solve my mental illnesses, being assaulted. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. They're trying to come up with some excuse. How is my fault? This is my fault. They are experiencing elevated dopamine levels. They always have. This is causing them irritability. Plus their disposition. They're powerful people. You don't talk back to them. You don't tell them no. You don't tell them to get away from me. They will kill you. Torture you to death. That is the type of psychology I'm dealing with. There's a bunch of them too. Radio companies, radio personnel, media companies, marketing companies, internet companies, social media companies, tech companies, businesses, big business, politicians, government agencies, the FBI, the CIA, the military. They are all involved. Every one of them is wearing technology, watching a snuff film. This technology also, it is very complex. It interfaces with our brain on an intricate level. It controls everything from thought patterns to impulses, emotions. They can make you cry or get happy or feel sad or feel negative about an issue or feel joy about an issue. That's what they're doing here. Most of these people, they're feeling okay. Yeah, we're getting happy. It's about to happen. Yeah, we're about to kill a man. Yeah. This is mind control technology. This technology also allows them to create surrogates. They have the ability to drive another organism. They can drive humans, animals, insects. Please stop talking to me. You're breaking the law. They can drive worms. I'm being threatened. This technology allows us to have a hive mind. It interfaces everyone's neurology to a computer, and the complete neurology. They can make you experience orgasm. They do this a lot. They have sexual relations over their digital world. They can make you experience whatever emotions. They can stimulate thought patterns. This technology also elevates their neurochemistry. It artificially stimulates brain tissue. I suspect they're abusing substances too, Chris. I've been stimulated. I have too. Most of your brain, it doesn't do that, but they stimulate your inner brain. It causes elevated neurochemistry. We don't sleep. When we sleep, our brains are wired to a computer. Mine is. I think they have removed the brain tissue that allows me to sleep. So I have to sleep interface to a digital device. Well, it's still there, Chris. I just make you dream off of me. It's always hostile dreaming. I've experienced dreaming right off the bat 13 years ago, or not, soon after that. It's torture. They like to torture me in my sleep. I always have nightmares every night. Going to hell, claustrophobia, experiencing brain death or being wounded, being shot at or stabbed, running away in fear. These big internet companies toying with your brain. You're breaking the law. Someone just threatened my life. They're trying to come up with an excuse now why they're going to torture me to death. What's torture so bad? These people get away with it because they're well-to-do. Some of them ain't. It's a whole hive mind. Central computer is controlling all this. They have a choice whether they have the digital devices or not. You say, no, they don't. Yes, they do, Chris. They can go right up to humans and have their gear removed. You don't get that say-so. Some of these people don't. Yeah, but most of these people do. Anybody that has a choice goes down for this. The people that don't have a choice don't. It depends on what they do. We're so fucked. From what I have observed, marketing companies are utilizing this technology to try to increase profits. They're trying to sell people things, and they're trying to isolate and stimulate thought patterns that pertain to consumerism, like buying things or hunger or thirst. And then the government is utilizing this technology as an illegal surveillance. They're trying to put this in everybody. With their elevated neurochemistry, and I suspect their substance abuse, they are having addictive behaviors. They are addicted to this. They spend their lives with elevated neurochemistry. Their neurochemistry never comes down, ever. They do things like traffic humans, make surrogates, experiment on humans. This is all in the experimental stage. Well, now they're all getting a clap. Oh, they've figured it out. They can. More excuses. Their narrative that they're passing me is constantly threats against my life. The threat of death, torture, mutilation for me and my family. And the threat of going to hell in the afterlife. They say they can make me suffer in death utilizing this technology. It goes from the threats on me and my family's life to trying to pass a narrative to try to get off on this, get away from this. They're abusing this technology. They literally subject me to all different kind of scenarios, like my animals being killed by a police officer. That's what they show me. Or me being assaulted by the military. There's literally people in my mind dressed up as military personnel assaulting me with worms. Me and my family. So they're trying to exhibit a self-defense response. And then they show this to people. See, look, he's terrorist. And then I got to do psychology on myself. So I do psychotherapy. I try to stimulate these memories that are causing this. And then I try to implement a new memory. Like, I just call the cops. But in order to correct their evidence, like, I'll write things down in a book. Well, this is what I'm going to do. This is my plan. If things get too bad, I'm going to go show this book to the military or to the police. And I had that in my memory. Now, every time I'm stimulated, they see a black book. What's that problem? It's not bad to have a self-defense response. Get out of the house. This technology is going down. Now I sit and say, well, I can kill your kids. They're assaulting my animals with worms. Me and my whole family. And my dad is sick too. I try to tell him, hey, we have worms and digital devices. He yells at me. They're stimulating his neural tissue too. They make him hallucinate too. You just don't know it. He has vivid dreams. They send him to humans every night. I just watch this motherfucker run. He says, nope, I'm getting out of here. He's still coherent. So they're trying to make you brain dead. So they get off of this. They show the cops the evidence and say, look. And then they get away with this. Petty drug use is all I'm guilty of. I have doctor's visits. I have doctors saying, I've been to the doctor every day, every month for the last 13 years. I contacted local police, tell them everything. Says, where you going to wind up in a crazy house? With this amount of brain damage, my end is coming soon. The only thing I can do is let the world know what has happened. See, God's trying to get away with this. Oh, Dusty, no, we don't get away with it. We just don't tell them. They're trying to turn me into a surrogate. She's going, yay. Said, your brain dead. We can't see the inner workings of your mind anymore. They've assaulted my brain tissue to the point where they can't see it anymore. You're breaking the law. Stop talking to me, you're breaking the law. Another 11 here. This is the feds. That's not the feds, Chris. That's humans and preservation. This is not official government activity. This is stupid. You can't talk to someone in the privacy of their own home. We know the gear exists. A bunch of people have it. We come forth all the time, and they make him do shit. They control his bodily functions. They make me crap my pants sometimes. They make me have to go pee. They make me throw up sometimes. They make me cough. They drive worms through my eyes, through my nose, my face. Every time I make these videos, worms start coming out. I'm constantly doing this. I got you all dolled up with worms. He's running now. They probably just hurt my animals as retaliation for making this video. Yes, it makes me happy that I did something that makes y'all stop. Making these videos helps, don't it? Yeah, big time. Make the voices go away. Makes the worms stop driving too. If I stay on this video for long enough, their plans get retarded. So they start getting hostile. You're breaking the law. Get out of my house. You're breaking the law. He's stupid. He thinks he can do shit like that. I'm not going to tell you the whole truth. That's all you need to know. So I've been hearing voices for the last 13 years. They've been hostile. And they've been driving worms through me for like the last who knows how long. I first discovered it about 18 years ago. Or about 8 years ago. Well, I guess it was about 10 years ago. I started going to the hospital for weird sensations. He said that they're about to end your life. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. They just said they're going to steal my staff. They're going to steal everything about me when I die. They just threatened my dad too. They said, well, your dad's going to go too. Chris, we're going to burn this house down when you die. Well, that staff's coming with me. It says Call of Whitco on there. These people have been stealing my intellectual property for the last 13 years. I'm an author, a creative. I write literature for fun in my spare time. Mostly in my mind, but I have it wrote down. They've been making money off of letting people read my thoughts, experience my psychology. Because I have good psychology, I'm extremely intelligent. I do philosophy. They never see it. So goddamn stupid, Obama. What now? You made a guy hear voices. You ruined his life. Tortured him and his family. It's part of it. I have a lot of it put down in another book. Civilians made first contact. Then more people came. Invading his privacy. The whole world invaded my privacy. They communicate with me directly. Mostly media personnel. Radio DJs, media companies, internet companies, social media companies, actors. I just got threatened. They said as soon as I shut the video down, I'm gonna die. You're breaking the law. Stop talking to me. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. I said, this is an internet company, so he claims to be an internet company. It is. You're breaking the law. He says, I can make whatever laws I want to. This is heaven. This is earth. I'm a third dimensional human. You're breaking the law. It's just stupid rich people making him hallucinate. Well, they want him to be part of their hive mind. He didn't accept and they went crazy. Oh my God, what are we going to do? So they try to kill me over and over and over again. Harass me and threaten me. They finally gave him worms. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. Well, I just turned my nanotech on now. You want me to see something? You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. He's going to make me look at him now. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. It's to make me hallucinate. They have filled my brain full of technology. They make me see things and hear things. Every one of my sensory perception organs are wired up to a device, to devices linked to a computer. It's my whole central nervous system. My brain, my spinal column, all of my nervous system, my sexual organs. It's Scientology, folks. They make you see and hear shit. Invite as many people as you can to your Facebook. Not many people listen. Several have. The government has. Everybody involved in this, they don't know what all's out there. You've discussed this in fine detail, everything that you've experienced. Now you're saying it's nanotech. I had to modify their behavior. They're saying, well, this is ordained. It's third dimension. Somebody gave them nanotech. They don't know what all you've experienced. Yes, we have. It's a snuff film. It's a big old snuff film at Yuma's in the CIA. They drive worms through him for a living. They're addicted to it. Part of their addictive behavior is they're on drugs bad. And they have their head wired up to devices. They kill and murder and molest people, mutilate people for a living. Human traffickers. In all walks. Everyone involved, every institution involved. They traffic humans for a living. They make surrogates. They wanted you for your intellect. They watch you write your literature on Facebook. Here they come installing devices. Wow, that's great. We got to see them doing it. It's a lie. They're going to lie, lie, and lie. See my other videos. They tell the truth. They tell the whole thing in detail. Everything I've experienced. You're breaking the law. 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 Says he's gonna run a worm right through you. So they can't see it. They can see everything you see, Chris. The military can. They're like, this bitch is actually the military doing this to you. Nothing. They're gonna take the blame for it. Show you our technology. It's into and they're coming down. I'm so sick of this shit. It's supposed to catch you doing something wrong, but there's nothing wrong. There's nothing going on here. So they modifying game evidence like a motherfucker. Well, I make videos every day. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm trying to explain what's going on before I die. So here's the story. They assault you while you're going around committing criminal activity. Well, you assault the person before he commits it, and then he commits criminal activity. That's y'all's story. Well, he gets punished before he does it, and it's severe punishment too, like missing nerve tissue. They cut black hole nerves off. Well, he's still being stimulated over. Serious, they shut your nanotech down. You fall straight down. Isn't that comical? You're hearing voices and hallucinating, seeing shit, getting stabbed with worms. They say they're gonna get away with it. They steal your intellectual property for a living. That's what they do, Chris. This is humans. Yeah. There goes the military running away. It just occurred to him. He never realized how stupid that is. He gets assaulted every fucking day of his life for years. It's like 10 years ago. Yeah. It's when I first realized I had internal issues going on. Besides the first, right off the bat, I suspected they stuck something in me. My eyes started burning so bad, it felt like they got cut out of my head. My first response was a bug flew into my eye, but it dug in both eyes, on both sides. I figured it was the government. Because my coworkers came running out too. Oh, my eyes. Mine too. What the hell's going on? What does coworkers do? They're at the wrong place at the wrong time. Everybody's missing eye nerves now. I'm going to post this video and make another one.